Hey there everyone, it's Jess. I'm going to show you a fun technique using one of our new filigrees. This is part of the designer series line. It's our 54 millimeter round layering filigree, and this is a base filigree. It's very hard. It's kind of like a medium hard, so it doesn't really work for wrapping pieces, but it's a great base to build up and layer. So I'm going to use that with one of our pendants. This is a setting. And this is the Enchanted Whisper Fairy pendant. So I'm just going to do something really simple and show you how to change this pendant into a layered piece with the filigree here. So I actually did some patina to this ahead of time, and I blended 3 colors, marine, verdigris with a tiny bit of lapis, and it created a really pretty blue color. And then actually after that completely dried, I went over it with a little bit of the citrine and the matte glaze, and that gave it a transparent, kind of matted the color down a little bit. It was much brighter than this. So you could see a little bits of citrine, like that lightish yellow, white color in areas, and that's really pretty. And then I actually, before I did that, and it was just the blue, I did go over it with our reliefing block and sanded to bring out some of the metal, and then went over it with the citrine and the glaze. So that's dry, and I did both sides. Now that it's completely dry, I could go ahead and adhere this piece with glue. So before doing that, I'm going to prep it by taking this loop off. To do that, you could either use a flat nose plier for loops, like any of our charms and pendants, and just simply like bend it back and forth a few times. And that comes off. It's a little rough, so then you want to use the metal file, and you could sand that down to smooth it. Or another option is the reliefing block. This dark gray side works as a file as well, so that's nice to just kind of relief that a little bit. And if you want to buff the sides of this light gray side, that's a polishing side. So they'll kind of brighten up any of the brass here. Okay, so what I'm going to use is E6000. This is an industrial strength adhesive. It works really great for creating jewelry components and for gluing metal pieces together. So because this is domed a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, I'm not going to put glue on the back of the pendant because it's really not going to hit these pieces. When you layer them together, it's still far enough away. So I'm just going to put little bits of glue around the edges here. So to do that, you can use a toothpick. You could use, this is just like a piece of wood, like a metal or dowel rod, or you can use like a metal awl. This comes in handy too for working with small areas. So flip your filigree over to the back side. I'm sorry, the pendant over to the back side. And then when you get your glue, go ahead and start dabbing the amounts along that edge. So I'm just going to do it kind of on each of these areas where the loops are. I really love layering with this new line. So these pieces are, made for just this. You can go through our catalog and browse a ton of different embellishments and pendants and charms. You can create your own pieces with altered blanks to layer over, use art beads or beautiful stones. So let's see here, almost done. Olivia's painting in the background. You might hear her. Okay. And if there's glue along the edges coming off, after I glue this down, I can kind of fix that and remove some. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take these 2 pieces together and decide where I want the top of the filigree. Go ahead and position it. And if you feel like there's some areas where you need a little bit more glue, you can definitely go ahead and lift this up and put it on some of the raised parts of the filigree base even. Sorry if you can't see that. Okay, that should help a little bit here. There, I can feel that catch a little bit more. And then to clean it up, you can go ahead and use a paper towel or your finger or another clean tool to kind of remove any glue if you see it along the edges before it completely dries. But I would let this sit and dry for a few hours just before you work with it. That way you know it's completely adhered. And then this is great because there's these openings here. You could attach jump rings for chain. You could dangle things from the bottom. Another great thing you could do with this design is glue a pin back to it or wire a pin back. And this could be a really beautiful brooch. So pretty simple. Try it with a lot of different things. Like I said, we have many different pendants like this already in settings that are really gorgeous with a lot of this new line. So, and play around with the colors too, the background. I'll be showing another technique with one of these settings pretty soon. So have fun. Bye.